There's been a lot of concern about the tone of this season of MLP, and that it's changing the show's formula.
But I'm a lot more bitter over Season 4. And no, I don't think it's me. I very much think it's the show. They're going for something different with this season.
Ironic considering that he was an advocate of change with Magical Mystery Cure. However, I do have to agree that this season feels different. First of all, there are a lot more adventure and action elements this season, with most of the episodes taking place outside of Ponyville proper. There is also a lot more surreal magical story elements like the Magic comic book and Vampire Fluttershy. The amount of more adult and brony targeting jokes and story elements is also more pronounced. For instance, Castlemania is a complete love note to classic Scooby-Doo that most of the younger audience won't be able to appreciate. So yes, MLP has grown slightly more mature in tone and also more high fantasy-ish. But why? Well, there are several reasons. One is essential target demographic has grown up. Cartoons growing more mature with the audience is actually quite common. Those 7 to 9 year old girls from season 1 are now 9 to 12 year old preteens. Besides that, the series has also been astronomically successful if you have not noticed, which means more support from Hasbro in two ways. One, a higher production budget that allows more adventurous elements that cost more to animate, and two being the extra freedom Hasbro gave the writers in good faith. And they have also seen how successful the comic series has been, so more likely to approve of far out their ideas. For those of you who don't read the comics, you really should. They take a very adventure-heavy tone and are just crammed full of pop culture references.
And it's a shot of him going. So I drew a pony going.
And he had Donald Sutherland's hair.
And Hasbro was like.
Hasbro monitors all of the spin-off series quite closely, and if the comics would have bombed, I guarantee Hasbro would have been less okay with approving the ideas, but they are the most successful series for IDW right now, so Hasbro's like, might as well try it ourselves. So what are my thoughts? Well, I'm really loving this season so far. As my reflection videos demonstrated, I've yet to watch what I consider a bad episode this season, and if you compare that to other seasons at this point, that's an amazing feat. I can also appreciate them finally exploring Equestria as a fantasy setting by incorporating more surreal elements. Fantasy is my favorite genre as there's no limits. Internal demons can quite literally become external demons, and lead to beautiful levels of resonance between the internal and external conflicts for a protagonist. MLP finally taking advantage of Equestria's high fantasy elements is music to my ears. The show's tone growing more mature also opens up much more potential episode concepts to explore. Light to the Finish is an excellent example of this by tackling a rather serious issue in a bittersweet manner that I doubt would have been approved before this. In fact, if rumors are true, we know that's a fact, since this very concept was first pitched by Lauren Foss back in season 1, but was not approved. So yes, season 4 is changing, but it seems to me an overall more beneficial way. The show is essentially growing up into a more grander scale experience that reflects the show's growth from a toy ad reboot to Hasbro's current most successful IP, until Bayformers 4 hits theaters. Well, till next time, keep calm and an open mind. My first YouTube strike. Yay.
Oh no.
Fluttershy, I need you to do your stare on the bats.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
What's the problem?